Hey guys, back to Lord. What is it called again? Lord of Justice? Yes, Lord of Justice. A little recap. Um, a bunch of horrible things happened. Kay, Morand, I are into a big mess from an unknown person who broke into the library and the seventh judge considering himself as my target. Now let's read. Oh, oopsies, wrong one. Okay, the key to memory. Are you sure this is the right way? Kay does not respond to Moran's question. Hey, I said, is this the right way? Most likely, yes. I have a rough idea of where the safe house is, so I'll take the lead. Me. Alright. Hmm. Watching Kay silently bite her lip reminds me of what just happened. The target this time is me. What? Judges are an embodiment of justice, and so we must always be just. But I have lost my way. The righteous path, which I dread, has become one of evil. My position can only be inhabited by one with an unflavorable sense of justice. And so I must be judged and face judgment. What in the hell is this? You're telling me a judge, one the upper strata, is the target? And they're the one putting a hit out on themselves? What kind of insane... You already know the answer to that, to the question you're about to ask, okay? What? You may know the answer, but you no longer have the privilege. A puppet is not entitled to uphold justice. Is that because K is an NIKKE? It's nothing so bad as that. K has failed us. She has forgotten her mission. She has forsaken the name which was given to her. She has failed this time and time again, and become a little more than a hollow puppet. What's this? A key? Kay Bankley pulls out an old key from her coat. That will tell you about the path you walked. It will reveal the truth and the facts. It will reveal my beliefs, my will, and my sense of justice. Kay. Kay clenches tightly to the old key in her hand, to which there is a tag attached, which reads, Top Secret Archive S 1452. Oh, that was kind of short. Okay. False Justice. Hey. We arrive at the Peerless Siege safe house, located within the Ark, and open the door. A panoply of books, which have been clearly been taken from the Forbidden Library, lie scattered around the safe house. Kay doesn't so much as flinch at the sight. It's as if she was expecting it, or already knew. Aren't those the records that were missing? I think so. I pick up one of the books. Mission code K53 declassified. Target redacted. Assignment of judgment regarding redacted. Redacted emerged as a major political figure amidst the chaos that spread during the evacuation to the Ark. He initially appeared upright and honest, but he is now believed to have become intoxicated by power and is plotting to overthrow the central government. Refer to attached evidence and contact further investigation before delivering judgment. For humankind, may justice prevail. This must been Kay's mission. Mission code D77, declassified. Target, Bright Squad. Assignment, gather intel on Bright Squad. Frequent injuries and mission delays have been reported within the squad. Intel suggests the squad leader could be deliberately sabotaging missions. Infiltrate their ranks, go undercover on a mission to the surface, and gather intel. If the squad leader is determined to have been corrupted or otherwise overtaken, pre-authorization for immediate disposal is granted. If not, focus on intelligence gathering. For humankind, may justice prevail. D. More and more similar entries appear in the books. Cadet, I think you should take a look at this. I opened the book Moran handed over to me. Mission code 71, declassified. Proposal for upholding justice within the Ark and across humanity as a whole. Within the insular society of the Ark, the activities of Peerless Siege proved miraculously effective. All traces of evil within the Ark were soon eradicated. However, evil is the darker side of the coin which must exist for justice to persist. Yin and yang. There is no good for no evil, and no evil for no good. Therefore, the proposal to maintain justice and oversee policy has been drafted, which can be seen below. Formation of slums. Originally intended for information of minor criminal organizations and other forms of social instability, but determined to be unnecessary to the current structure and atmosphere of the arc. Priority downgraded. Only periodic monitoring required. The Outer Rim. Formation of pre-rapture radical group. Public awareness of raptures continues to decline. The attached survey suggests that this is due to the fact ordinary citizens rarely encounter raptures personally. Therefore, pro-rapture radical groups are to receive distant reports. To increase awareness, informant hostility towards raptures from the general populace. Let's see what's next. Conduct surveillance on redacted. Redacted is a powerful tool, but may fail to understand the judge's concept of justice. As such, it is necessary to through the use of up-to-date research and indirect means discovered by redacted. Find a way to prevent redacted from being an impediment in any way. On July 22nd, X recommended a candidate for this plan. She is a skilled hacker, operating under the code name hashtag 000000. Exia. Proposal passed within 6 votes in favor and 3 against. Excluding the proposal. Covert contract underway. I certainly didn't expect the name to show up here. Near the eye. But at least we found our lead. I can finally face the peonization again. Okay. Kay drops the book that she was reading and starts to tremble. Are you okay? As I moved towards Kay, I catch sight of what was in the book that fell to the floor. 7-1 mid-report. Mission success rate for general agents in NIKKE is under 50%. The plan itself is sound, but the method is flawed. Therefore, one NIKKE from previous siege will be deployed on mission 7-1 as a parallel agent. Codename K gladly accepted the mission. My chair. So I would assume if in case number 7 ever went rogue or did something bad or made a oopsie, K will be there. Both Justice B. Have you reviewed everything? Yes. We have a high expectations for you. That means you have a great responsibility. Is to carry out justice, isn't it? I've been doing that all along. I know the way of this burden. Confidence is good, but it won't be enough. Then what more is needed? Conviction. An unwavering belief that the path you are walking is righteous. There must not be a shred of doubt. Without such conviction, I cannot entrust this mission to you. I thought you were going to say something else. You think I don't have a conviction? Do you think could have done what I've done without it? At any rate, I've seen that they're expanding the library. Storing even the most minute of details. That's because the records are important. Our mission is to establish a universal form of justice, one which all of humanity can share, recognize, and follow. Spare me the literature, gymnastics, and just let me do my thing. I'll show you what justice really is. I'll do it by any means necessary. Understood. I remember. So that's what happened. I was just a puppet. Completely hollow inside. I didn't have a clue. All I was doing was dancing to someone else's tune. There's nothing righteous about that. Kay, it's not your fault. The judges erased your memories so that they could use you. What difference does that make? What does it change? It doesn't wash my hands of the blood I spilled for no good reason. It doesn't change the fact that everything which I believed was justice instead was evil. Moran slams the book she was reading to the floor. Will you can it already? What? Get over it. Get over here. Moran grabs Kay's arm and drags her out. What the? How come you're so heavy? Where are you going? I have something to show you. What is it? My interpretation of justice. I wonder what Moran means by that. Will it be just like when Moran's story came out of Dirty Backyard, which you should watch because I also read that story. Very, very good. Puppet. Hey. Moran ends up taking us to Fog Hollow. Oh, back in history. Jin, Moran, didn't I tell you to take it easy? What are you doing here? I'm just stopping by. After a brief chat with Moran, Jane leaves and Moran turns to us. Here, look. Look at what? That. Moran points at the villagers working in tandem with members of the Peony Station to rebuild the town. I still don't get what your point is. Get a good look. Alright, on the next place. Moran once again grabs Kay. This time, she drags her to a small hill overlooking Fog Hollow. Look here too. Moran points to what appear to be dozens of graves. Tell me, when you got in a good eyeful, then I can start talking again. What is it that you want to say? Moran doesn't answer, and instead picks up a bottle of alcohol placed in front of a grave. She slowly weaves her way through the cemetery, pouring a bit of liquor over each grave. Did you see that? Alright, then I'll start. This is my definition of righteousness. What? You should know. Alright, maybe you don't because your memory was erased. Anyway, this is what I consider righteous. No, I remember. Less than 10% of the original residents here survived. What are you talking about? They're not dead. What? Kay stares at the graves, bemused. They're alive and here. Moran points to her own chest. Everything comes at a cost. When something is rotting, it has to be pulled out by the root. These things are true, but even so, that doesn't mean you can cut people out of your life and act as if they never existed. That's not how it works. I was wondering when you finally get to the point. You call that righteousness? I call it hypocrisy. I wouldn't know anything about that. It hurts my head to think about it. But I don't regret it, not one bit. Destroying this village was something I had to do, and now I carry those people in my heart. It was something that I had to do, as a human being. We must fix what is wrong. Or rather, we can fix it. You step down the wrong path, you can always turn your back around. If something is unjust, then you make it right. If we keep doing that, then I believe that we'll make this world a better place to live in. To me, that is what justice means. I'm not sure if I know what being okay feels like. My life's been hard and always will be. It's heavy, but I'm holding up. I believe that I'm doing the right thing. I believe that I'm making this world a better place. It's what makes me able to endure it. It's okay. Well, I've said my piece. I'll go and help the others with the repairs. Thanks, Moran. We're very grateful. Not as grateful as I am to you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have known what to do next. And Sugar, you must not forget about Sugar. Anyway, let me know once things are settled. I'll continue my investigation. What do you think of what Moran said, Kay? I... Hearing footsteps behind me, I turned, thinking that Moran had come back. Did you leave something? Huh? It's time. Pass your judgment, Crimson. Yes, it's me, VII. The evil which you must judge. Puppet. B. Does he get to live or disappear? 7 frowns at K. You're breaking down faster this time. Are you the one who erased Kay's memories and used her? Yes, I'm the one who erased her memories. I gave the order and granted her plea. What do you mean? I'm afraid you've been mistaken all this time. It wasn't me or anyone else who chose to erase Kay's memories. It was her own decision. What? Becoming an agent of justice. Becoming a puppet under our control. Erasing her memories. It was all Kay's own choice. And this time, she even tried to eliminate herself. Of course, an agent of justice cannot be undone by a weapon crafted to uphold justice. Even if that agent is perfectly faulty and instrument. So that one before. Neither a pawn nor an agent of justice is permitted to take their own life. That's right, Kay. Your life is no longer your own. You have relinquished control over even that. Kay grits her teeth and lowers her head. The puppet show ends here. I must say it made for an excellent prelude to the final judgment. Now then, are you ready, Crimson? You have already seen the truth. Now, the once glorious institution of justice fell, and sank into the mere only to be tainted and became evil. All the pieces are arranged on the chessboard. All that remains is for you to decide. So for the cause and to choose the new king, pass your judgment. Oh. My phone abruptly starts ringing, startling me. Is that X7, however, looks at me unaffected, as if he's I've been expecting it. Hmm. As I pick up, I hear a man's voice on the other end.
Hurry up and decide. The stage is set and the conditions are already met.
I'm not going to keep doing it. It hurts my throat. We may have skipped a few steps along the way, but the end result is the same as it has always been. Has been. Now, make your choice. Who are you? Oh, goodness me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Forgive me, it happens once you reach a certain age. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Let's see, if I were in your position. Yes.
Oh,
I will have you call me X. All replays have been finished. No, there's still more.
I'll have you call me X.
Hmm.
Now, getting back to what we were discussing. I'm sure you're used to situations like this by now.
Choose, Crimson. In the name of justice, deliver your judgment to the one before you, whom you deem unrighteous. Oh. I refuse. Oh, and why is that? This time will be different. No more choosing in the story and the story again. It'll be or in Moran's story as well. Rosanya's, Sakura's. It will be my decision. This time will be different. Won't get involved in this ridiculous political game. A political game, huh? I suppose that's not entirely incorrect. Very well then, allow me to help you come to a decision. As soon as X is finished speaking... Simon pulls out a handgun from his coat and aims it at K. You can't do that. That's cheating. It is me to make the decision.
Small word of caution. Don't think for a second that I'm bluffing. It's a master's duty to be willing to put down a mad dog which could go wild any moment.
You son of a... Oh, booga booga booga.
The man frantically snatches his phone back and reads the messages. Then, Zixel, you dirty rat. Oi, oh, that's a bad word. I can't censor that. I do not like saying bad words. You dirty son of a... Ooh, booga booga booga.
Kay stares down emotionlessly at the gun pointed at her. Now it's time to make a decision.
So, what's it going to be? 7 or 8?
Which one of the unjust will you judge? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so I either lemonade 7 or rescue K, which I don't know what will happen after. For me, not going to lie, I don't like the judges because for 10 members to judge others, NIKKEs, those below, that is not righteous. Everyone is equal. And for others to be judging on the lives of other people or NIKKEs, that's not justice. That's like playing a game of chess. You can decide whether to use your pawns whenever you want, draw them out, and then the ones who's left standing are the queen and king. Well, in pro gaming chess, the queen is used a lot, but the king stays back, which is what Axis is. X is like the king. And him forcing me to make this decision is not righteous. So, all judges have to go. Bye bye, 7. For the sake of righteous judgment, 7 lowers his weapon and without a moment's hesitation, turns it on himself and pulls the trigger. This is insane.
A splendid choice, Crimson. Or perhaps
Or I should call you 7. What? A job opening just came up. In light of the judgments you made up until now, we have decided to offer you 7th position. Huh? There's something strange in Zach's voice,
I knew it.
which makes me feel uneasy, although I can't.
Quite figure it out why.
You're standing at another fork in the road. Many times already. Accept or decline. A binary decision. But is it really? People often delude themselves into thinking that they made a choice. In most situations, however, everything is already predetermined, including the options. Hey, you can't break the fourth wall, only I can, are available to them. People simply trick themselves into believing there's an alternative. All decisions by the judges are made by vote. Don't get the wrong idea. It's true that we did manipulate you, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a loss for you. Some food for thought, don't you think? Oh, I've recently come to know one of the judges better. I understand how confusing, even frustrating this must be. Nevertheless, set aside your youthful bluster for the moment. Suppress your emotions and think rationally about which path benefits you the most. That is the only way you can achieve your goal. I promise you. Can I ask something? By all means. The decision to have me join the judges was already predetermined. Was it anonymous? Hmm. I'm fairly certain I know at least one member who will be opposed to it. Aren't all decisions made by the judges supposed to be anonymous? X remains silent for so long that I began to think he has hung up, but then he lets out a deep sigh. He really thought of what to say. I knew it. I was too impatient. Figure out that slight nudging and persuasion will be insufficient. At some point, X's voice has changed. Now resembles of the resembles that one of the friendly elderly men next door. Man, allow me to make a correction. First and foremost, unanimity isn't always mandatory for us to make decisions. Sometimes majority votes are sufficient. A single person can even push a resolution through, albeit a great political risk. And to that end, I must admit, this was a decision that I made on my own. But as you can see, it failed miserably, so I will have to lay low for a while. I know what you're thinking. Why is he confessing all this to me? The moment doubt rears its ugly head, it's already over, and it's simply a matter of time until the truth is uncovered. Like with K. What do you possibly have to gain by roping me in with the judges? A formidable successor whom I cannot trust the future to. Hmm? What? Have you not been listening to me? I don't have much time left, but the Ark is still in dire need of justice. Ah, so he's old and he wants someone new. I must impart my knowledge to a successor while I still can. However, in attempting to do so, I have been dealt a fatal blow. What a disaster. You say that, but you seem quite happy. Of course I am. My successor has grown up splendidly without me having to teach him anything. Does this ties back to mana, wisdom spring? Or while we're on the subject, you should consider having a child at some point. Oh, what? Wait, so I'm his child? That doesn't make sense. After retirement, doting on grandchildren is all we old folks have left. There I go again, saying too much. These kinds of things happen when you get old. I hope you understand. We admire young folks and we feel proud of them. But we also envy them. So don't test my patience too much. Kurem-san. Can't keep this position empty forever. Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you. Think of it as a tribute to the victor. What is it? I leave Kay's fate in your hands. No, I'm not going to finish off Kay, erase her memory, make her. Oh, wait, I should block that word. Ignore her. I'm not going to. See, this is why all the judges have to go, and I stay. Only me. No more judges, only I get to decide. The choice is entirely up to you. Beep beep beep. Hmm. The call ends. I gaze at Kay, who is looking at me with sunken eyes. Poor Kay. No, Kay. Erase my memory. What? Or kill me. Most of that stuff X said was complete nonsense. But there was an element of truth to it, some of it. Asking me to erase your memory is the same as asking me to kill you, Kay, and I don't want to do that. I can't make that kind of decision. That is not justice. That's not righteous. That's not who I am. Oh, why did they give us two decisions? I refuse to choose. Hey, you're not a puppet. You saw those records. I'm a bad person by anyone's measurements. All of those deranged orders from VII. I obsessed over how to carry them out more efficiently. I claimed to be making my own adjustments, completely unaware that the outcome was already decided. And you carried them out flawlessly, Kay. Despite all of that, you never gave up on life. What? Erasing your memory may be close to dying, but it's not exactly the same. Why is it that you choose to have your memories erased instead of being killed? I, you want to know my theory? I think you wanted to fix things somehow. You were in too much pain and couldn't bear it, so you erased your memories. Well, even then, you couldn't run. You still wanted to restore justice with your own hands. In life, we're faced with many imbalances. We pile on additional weight and remove others, attempting to balance the scales. But there is no such thing as perfect equilibrium. Rather than trying too hard to make everything balanced. In times like that, I tilt my head, and then everything looks in order. It's a way to get by and keep living. I'm going. I'll see you later. Tilt your head and come promise. The thorns on Kay's gun spark ominously. I wonder if this is from Dee's story. I haven't read it. There's no lasting damage. Just pure pain. Perfect for extracting the truth. The methods used must be clean. There you go again. You're going to be you're going to be up all night. Remember, clean methods makes for a clean resolution. Alright. Stop going on about cleaning this and cleaning that. I'll do things on my own way. Even if it means we're immortal. Even if you did not act righteously, you still wanted to restore justice. There's more to it to that. There's more to it than that. I'm a villain, a bloodthirsty, vicious villain. What right do I have to talk about justice? You're on the right path as we speak. What? Moran is just a person, just like you and I. She is a perfect person. No, she's not without her flaws. No one's perfect, Kay. But if you were to place her on the scales, they would certainly tip towards the side of that's just. Even if others call her a criminal, and despite what accord in Fog Hollow, she is still a righteous person. That's because she keeps striving to uphold what she feels is right. Up until now, you left all the decision making to me. But now it's time for you to decide, Kay. So what's it going to be? What's your decision? My decision is. Kay grits her teeth, slowly lifts her head. I really can't stand this. Twisting and smashing words together into try and force meanings, even what it makes no sense. Talking like you know everything when you don't have a clue. I try to end myself. For goodness sake, I'm too far gone. Hmm. This is why I don't like humans. You don't like humans? You were once human, Kay. No. No. At least, not before. I see. Doesn't seem like much has changed. You're right. Nothing has changed. And that's a bad thing. So, it's time we change that. Starting now. I'll help. You? How? How to think about it. Kay, looking more at ease, picks up the gun up from the floor. Okay, show me then. Show me. Let me see for myself. Show me what righteousness is to you. And the road for justice I meant to follow. Lord for justice begin. Oh. Begin. Up. 3.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it?
Oh. Yeah, all the judges have to go. Maybe I should take the position as number 7 so I can know more about the other judges and get rid of them. And there we go. That's the story. A straightforward story of what I would have done. But my desire is to help Kay. Yes, and her story starts now. Oh, I love the story. You know, I was going to think of something to say, but I have nothing else to say. So,
Like,
subscribe. Goodbye.